1993 by GameTek. Okay, play this goofy guy in the suit. We got Hillary Clinton there. Sammy Sosa maybe. And we got David Letterman when he was younger. I have no clue to compare her to. I guess it'll be this guy. Mike and Jenny, they always give such common names. Greenland. Starts with O. Sports. 1970. Royalty. And multiple meanings. You press select if you want to switch categories, but okay, let's go with sports. I always go for the top number.
The answer is
Italian Klaus DiBiase won all Olympic gold medals in the summer of 68, 72, and 76 in this sport. I wasn't even born to 76, so I wouldn't know. Platform diving. That's considered a sport.
the answer is
Named for a female tennis champ, this thoroughbred was racing league money winner in 1974. I thought this was supposed to be sports. I don't consider like diving or horses. Not really sports. I never see people with bumper stickers saying "Go thoroughbred horse" or whatever the name is.
the answer is
You won't find Frank Zamboni in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but you can see a Zamboni resurface this. That would be ice.
the answer is
Hooker and scrum half are positions in this British sport that resembles something that you can't have enough time to read. GameTek games are always like that. Computers can read them like within a split second.
the answer is
Times off from work or falling objects in the fall. They don't give you enough time to think either. One thing I hate about GameTek games, it never really worked on the difficulty setting. The Oklahoma and the other two states whose names begin with O. Okay, Ohio and what's the other one? I know all 50 states, I just can't think of it offhand. Omaha. No, that's Nebraska. I have a feeling I'm going to lose this one. I got Ohio and I just cannot think of it. Oregon. close.
The answer is
While a Golden Glove winner is a boxer, a Gold Glove winner plays this sport. I'm pretty sure that's baseball. I used to be a baseball fan. Now mostly hockey and football. Mostly hockey. Some football. Okay, I guess we'll go start with O.
the answer is
In printing, it's a dagger sign. In New York and London, it's Cleopatra's Needle. I don't get it. I'm sure Mike does, though. Nope. Obelisk. Feel sorry for anyone who would know that.
the answer is
Small children should be kept away from this shrub with red or white blossoms. It's poisonous. Oh, give us time to read it first. Oleander. She should be kicked in the head for knowing something like that. I don't think any human would have heard of that before.
the answer is
Unless you're a botanist, maybe. This court-martial relating to the events in my lay began in November. Yeah, I'm sure everyone knows that, right? Everyone created by GameTek, maybe. Granddaughter of George III, she... Look at that, he guessed it before he can even read it.
the answer is
Length that replaced the Mini as skirt lengths dropped to mid-cap around 1970. Me? MIDI? Okay, I've never even heard that term used before in my life, but of course they have.
the answer is
Lacking a keenness and comprehension or an angle that has more than 90 degrees but less than 180. Obtuse. I don't know why I own so many GameTek games when I hate most of
the
them.
answer is
They're all, like, impossible. Cyrus who conquered the Medes founded the... Of course they got it read up in time. I hope they really didn't expect any kids to play this game.
the answer is
This covers 4/5 of the land and is average of 1 mile thick. Grass? Oh, ice.
the answer is
In the 1800s, this empire became known as the sick man of Europe because of its weakening power. I wasn't around back in the 1800s. that guy was.
The answer is
I've never wanted this game. I've wanted the Sports Edition one a couple times. After a 5-year strike, the union led by this man signed a contract with most tables with great floors. I have no idea. See, they could at least put in some normal, something that people would know. You need to like have a college education to get half these right.
the answer is
Viking Rurik is considered the founder of this land as 1598. I wasn't even. I can't even imagine how many generations weren't even born yet.
the answer is
Your voice actor Chris husband, Olivia Drusilla, married this man, the first emperor of Rome. Never met the guy. She must have.
the answer is
Land on the north side of the island is named for this polar explorer who fathered a child there. Robert F. Peary, I'm sure everyone heard of him.
the answer is
In 1889, Pedro I called it quits and the South American country moved towards being a republic. Brazil. See, now they should actually have questions and answers in there that are actually studied back in school,
the answer is
like basic high school stuff. Narrow strip of land that juts into water, or the rod stuck through meat to be boiled. Spit? Never heard of it. The only spit I know of is
the answer is
what I feel like doing at this game right now. Around 985 AD, this Viking brought a group of settlers to the island. Don't know any Vikings. Eric the Real or Eric the Red?
the answer is
1951 treaty gave this alliance a major role in the defense of Greenland. NATO.
the answer is
Planes of Americans first observed this anti-pollution day on April 22nd, 1970. No clue. Earth Day.
the answer is
In 1576, Greenland was rediscovered by Martin. Oh, no, I was looking at this. That's another big problem about this game is they always got questions from like hundreds of years ago. I mean, why don't they throw something new? like from this, within the last century.
The answer is
For her involvement in the Soledad brothers case, she made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. Never heard of that. Angela Davis, never heard of her.
the answer is
Banner that sets apart one beauty queen from another, or the frame of a window pane set new.
the answer is
Okay, how many did you get right so far? 2. As an objective, it means fast, afoot. As a noun, a group or text gathered or warships. I don't seem to do a very good job of explaining these either. I've never heard the word fleet used as running on foot. I want to go fleet down the street.
the answer is
Metal pan for holding charcoal, or someone who works in brass. Be a grill. The only metal object I've ever seen holding charcoal is a grill, but I don't want to take a guess because my chance of being wrong with my luck. Brazier. Oh, that was some women war. I guess they were talking about a different kind of charcoal. Vitamins and mins. Women and hist. Forest. Fiction. Mythology. They couldn't fit that whole word on the screen. Press trivia. I guess I'll go with it because I don't think I'm moving. Who guesses? Do I get to go? Cool. Let's see how many times in this Double Jeopardy that they go with questions from like over 100 years ago. Let's do presidential trivia.
the answer is
He was our country's first blue-eyed president. How many people would know the answer to that? They didn't have colored pictures back, like in George Washington days. I think Washington was probably blue-eyed. Yeah, see, but nobody knows that because the only reason, I guess, because I knew he was light-complected, and more light-complected people seem to have lighter-colored eyes.
the answer is
The hero of this Sir Walter Scott saga and the son of Cedric Saxon. He should be kicked in the teeth for knowing an answer like that.
the answer is
Both the Adamses and the Roosevelts attended this Ivy League school. Harvard. Nah. If I would have guessed it, would have been wrong.
the answer is
Much of his East of Eden is set in the Salinas Valley just east of Monterey Bay, California. John Steinbeck. Never heard of him. Yeah, both those characters must have history majors in college. First names of the two first ladies who married men named George. Mary Washington. Are you kidding me? You're telling me George Washington had another wife? Because I know the wife name. Oh no, that was Martha. Who was Mary? Must have been his mom or something. Martha and Barbara. I thought it was just one name. I'm thinking Mary. I'm thinking of Robert E. Lee's wife, Mary Lee. This forest near Nottingham, England, is famous home of Robin Hood. Sure would. Anyways, Robert E. Lee, I believe his wife's name was Mary, and she was related to George Washington. Hey, I'm back up to 500. Okay. I really don't think I'm going to know any of these. Keep going forest, though. Term for the boundary on mountain beyond which trees do not grow. Is there anybody in this world that would know that answer? No clue. You know what? I just realized that those two characters there kind of look like Bill and Hillary Clinton. Okay, let's see what we go with next. Go back over to presidents. She played Ronald Reagan's fiance in her last film, All Cats of the movie. That's not really a presidential. Okay, so his real wife played as his artificial wife in the movie. I'll go with 100. 15 presidents were members of this fraternization organization. I have no idea. I said the Declaration of Independence, even though it's probably not right. I don't even know how to spell declaration. That's why I only bid $100 because I remember this is Freemasons. This is a GameTek game. It's not going to be anything easy. The president's family name was originally Pollock or Pollock. They ask questions that nobody's heard of. Unless you have a 16-bit brain.
The answer is
Division of this B vitamin, also known as nicotine acid, causes pellagra. Niacin.
the answer is
At the end of their stories, Psyche and this cute Roman guy lived happily ever after.
the answer is
90% of all U.S. forest fires are caused by humans. Most of the rest are caused by this. I'm going to go with the sun, or heat. Of course it's not right. Probably something similar, like the sun. See, that's the way Jeopardy is. Unlike Family Feud, it's got to be exact. Lightning.
the answer is
One of Nikolai Golov's first works was this historical novel of a classic and his son, Ostrapet Andrei.
the answer is
You can see the symbol of strength, strangled two serpents sent by Hera. Hercules.
the answer is
About 1/3 of this continent is rainforest. I'm just gonna guess Africa. This seems like a rainforest area. Actually, it's probably South America. Let's stick with Africa, though. If it was South America, that probably would have been Africa. So it looks like I won't be playing in the final Jeopardy round. Yeah. Imagine that.
the answer is
Sophocles' heroine was walled up in a cave as punishment for buying her brother's body. That's just messed up. Anticon.
The answer is
This moss is from an old manse. It is called one of the finest collection of stories in American wit. I don't understand any of this stuff about fiction or mythology. Only a 16-bit character knows the answer to something that no one's ever heard of. Anyone who has heard of that, Nathaniel, whatever his name is, probably wouldn't admit to it. Christian says Priscilla Mullins came to America on this ship. The Titanic. Mayflower. She came on the Titanic, it had to be in one of their lifeboats.
the answer is
The day before her husband's funeral, she led 40,000 in support of striking sanitation workers. Greatest guy king, never heard of her.
the answer is
William Sirloin wrote the human comedy, and this 19C Frenchman wrote LA. Comedy, Maine. See, you know, if I could read a full paragraph in a split second, I could probably
the answer is
have the knowledge to get all the answers right too. In 1948, she discovered a 25-million-year-old skull in Africa. Mary Leakey. Yeah, see, I gotta get above
the
0
answer is
playing Double Jeopardy or Final Jeopardy. Although some of this in food, although is some of this, they at least put a question that makes sense. Although some of this, I think it's supposed to be although vitamin A.
the answer is
U.S. Forest Service was established in 1905 as part of the Cabinet Department.
the answer is
Doctors advise restricted intake of this to help reduce blood pressure. I want to say salt, but I don't think that has. Yeah, I guess it does. Sodium. See, you have to put sodium, not salt.
the answer is
The blood level of this mineral necessary for bone growth is reflected by the diet. Guessing calcium. It's 2 in a row that I would have. I guess 1.5 because the one I would have said salt instead of sodium.
the answer
I
is
might as well just go ahead and take a stab at some of these. 1950, the Pope sanctioned her missionaries of charity order in India. Mother Teresa.
The answer
I'm
is
gonna have to guess at one of these because I can't do any worse than minus 600. I mean, I can get further in the hole, but it doesn't matter. Anything below 0 is gonna keep me out of Final Jeopardy. Okay, this is the one I might possibly be able to get. Need the sunshine vitamin to promote the... I'm just gonna... Okay. Need the sunshine vitamin to promote the absorption of calcium. Vitamin C. Okay, I failed. Cannot play double for Final Jeopardy. Vitamin D.
the answer is
Castor and Pollux were mothered by Rita and fathered by Jupiter. Disguised as this bird. I'm just going to take a guess at any bird because it doesn't really matter. We'll say cardinal. Even if I got it right, it'd still be 600 short. So let's see how bad I could fail. I think I failed at every single GameTek game I played. Should pretty much say something about GameTek. That's probably why we don't see any GameTek games being made anymore. I think they went out of business in the late 90s, I think 97 or 98. Shakespeare. So why do they do that? They don't have them individually wager and guess. They have everyone's wager and then they all guess one by one. They all show their answers like...
Final Jeopardy answer is
This comedy features a woman named Hero and Hero named... well, whatever. I guess you gotta pause the video if you want to read it. Of course, Mike was right. Of course, Jenny was right. So that was Failtech, the 1993 game Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. Hopefully you found something enjoyable about the game. Next one's going to be NBA Jam.